How I use LinkedIn to build a following. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths and I really love LinkedIn. Now, I've used different platforms at different times, and so I think it's not always going to be LinkedIn. It's important to recognize and be strategic. Where is the algorithm best suiting you at the moment? Now, pre-2018, Mark Zuckerberg made a decision, a public announcement, that Facebook was changing. And so it meant that basically it was the algorithms made it harder for content to be seen. And so actually there was a conscious decision by Facebook for your posts not to be seen. So it was really important for people to then think, okay, where else can my content be seen? And so, that's where LinkedIn came in. That actually by being on LinkedIn, it is easier for your content to see, because the algorithm, although it's changed, it's not as good as it once was, the algorithm is much more supportive of your content. Because what happens is you post a post, let's say I've posted, and then Sue next door comments on the post, and then Terry in the next business, he also sees Sue's comment. And so it means that Terry doesn't know me, but he's seeing my content. That doesn't happen on any other platforms. And so it means that your content gets seen by so many more people. And once they start seeing your content, if they like it, they're going to follow you and want to connect with you. And that means when you build content that's interesting and useful, then it means that actually you can much more easily build an audience. So in the past year and a half, I've gone from about 1,000 followers to about 15,000, 14,000 followers. And that makes a massive difference to the way that my content shows up. And it also means that I have much more people coming into my inbox and wanting to work with me. Because remember that LinkedIn is a professional platform. So people actually have money, rather than other platforms where you might get lots of views, but do you actually, do the views turn into paying customers? And I have a much bigger following on Facebook or other places, but I don't necessarily get the same business, as actual business transactions, as I do on LinkedIn. So what happens is people will be commenting on my posts. They're not necessarily businessy, some are, but it might be about my travels, or about working as a journalist, or living with my son, or divorce, or about creating content, or about being a course creator, or about showing up in the online world, all of that stuff. So you're doing that, but you're also having the kind of chatty, fun, engaging, heartfelt, vulnerable posts that you might share. And so people might see that content, and then from that they think, oh, I like this person, I want to work with her. And then they come into your inbox and they'll send you a message and they'll want to work with you. And lots of people on LinkedIn, I get so many spammy messages on LinkedIn, about, oh, get my, DM strategy and do that. That does not work, okay? Don't bother about trying to get followers in the DMs or creating a pod, an engagement pod, because they don't work. The reality is that if you are creating great content on LinkedIn, and it can be content that's very similar to Facebook, you will start attracting people to you, because LinkedIn is a really excellent community of people. And so the more that you can build that community, those friendships, the more that people are going to show up for you, like you, want to comment on your posts. But you've also got to give out what you get. And so that means spending time commenting on posts. I'll spend at least half an hour a day commenting, engaging, building community. And so that means both on my posts, but on other people's posts. So if you don't like the content you're seeing, then it's time to curate your content. So that means pressing 3 dots and saying, I don't want to see this post, and instead start commenting on posts that you like. If you are commenting on posts that you don't like, you are telling the algorithm that you want to see more of those posts. So don't comment on things that you don't like. If someone annoys you, press the 3 dots and say, block or don't want to see that post. But don't start commenting on their post. You know, the number of times where if someone says to me, oh, this isn't Facebook, and they'll comment that, but it's like, well, that you're commenting on my post, so you're telling the algorithm you want to see more of my posts, so you're going to see more of my Facebook posts. And so that's the thing, that actually you can curate your feed, so you can choose the kind of posts that you want to see, and if you like somebody's post, make sure you hit the bell to subscribe, to follow them, because actually if they're interesting and you want to comment on their posts on a daily basis, by being prepared, commenting on their posts, you're going to see them, and by seeing them regularly, that makes that, you know, it means that you've got interesting posts that you want to see and want to be around. So the more that you can you know, have that kind of content that you like, you are more likely to comment, engage, and have fun. And when you start seeing LinkedIn as a place to have fun, a place to build a community, the easier it is. And you'll generate those friendships, and actually people will support you. So when you are trying to sell, they'll be keen and willing to comment on your post. Now, if you want to sell on LinkedIn, I talk more about actual selling and that strategy I've got a video for you just here. But if you are just about engaging on LinkedIn and really successfully building that audience on LinkedIn, it is so possible to do it. The amazing thing with LinkedIn is that there is, I can't remember, let's say there's 700,000 people a month on LinkedIn, but a tiny fraction of those people are actually posting. So if you start posting, it means that your posts are going to be seen. People want to see your content, and they're going to be interested with what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I don't talk about that LinkedIn that often, but I'm just going to do a couple of videos on LinkedIn because I think it's really worth talking about and for you to explore and go for it, because it really makes a huge difference in your business. I'd love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I talk about all things online, growing your business and building a life that you love. Please click to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.